4 minutes.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We're in another double portion, Behar-Bechucotai, the last two chapters of the book of Vayikra. It starts in Behar with the instruction that just as we rest every seventh day, the land must rest every seventh year. And then we are to count off 7 times 7 years and sound a shofar on Yom Kippur, proclaiming, "Release throughout the land for all its inhabitants. It shall be a jubilee for you." From Rabbi Arthur Waskow, may he live to 120. This isn't the kind of civil liberty that was meant by the people who put the line, "Proclaim liberty throughout the land," on the Liberty Bell. This is release from economic reversal and giving the land a chance to rest from what we do to make it bring forth the food we eat. And in the 50th year, all land that was sold shall revert to its original owners, because we actually don't really own any land. The land belongs to God, and we are, quote, "but strangers resident with me." We're reminded to do this so that the land will continue to be bountiful to us. Bechucotai begins with horrific consequences, including death, cannibalism, and exile, for not allowing the land to rest, because in chapter 26, verses 34-35, "Then shall the land make up for its Sabbath years throughout the time that it is desolate, and you are in the land of your enemies. Then shall the land rest and make up for its Sabbath years. Throughout the time that it is desolate, it shall observe the rest that it did not observe in your Sabbath years while you were dwelling upon it." And it's also, of course, the promise that God will remember the covenant and not totally destroy the people and bring them back once the land has taken its rest. So these instructions applied to the land promised to the Israelites, and only that land. And if we look around the world today and recognize that not only have human beings created the power to destroy the earth in the big bang of nuclear weapons, we've also altered the balance of the climate that enables us to reliably grow crops, fish the oceans, and live near the shores of oceans and lakes. The land shall rest and make up for its Sabbath years. In Bereshit, we're told, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill up the earth, and to have dominion over the earth." And what does it mean that we have fulfilled the commandment to fill up the earth? Because we pretty much have. What does it mean when we recognize that we've abused and polluted and despoiled the earth, the fresh and salt waters, and the very air that we breathe? In all the talk about release in the 7th and 50th years, we're reminded that rest is essential, both for us every week and the land every 7 years. How do we keep our strength up to fight against the modern pharaohs who don't recognize that everything on earth is interconnected and who want to keep on to their power? How do we not give in to despair and the feeling that things will never change? I asked Rabbi Arthur this once, and he told me that what sustains him is Shabbat. Rabbi Shai Held teaches that Shabbat and the Mishkan that the people built in the desert are connected. How so? On Shabbat, creative work is not permitted. What is creative work? The Talmud says it's the 39 different kinds of work that were done to build the Mishkan. Quote, "Many interpreters have noted that Shabbat is to time what the Mishkan is to space. Shabbat offers a glimpse into another order of reality." End quote from Rabbi Held. The other reality is described as a taste of the world to come, when we can lay down the burden of work and planning and anxiety that our plans may not come to fruition. Even our prayers change on Shabbat. In the middle of the weekday Amidah are 13 requests for wisdom and forgiveness, for healing, for good crops, for justice, and so much more. On Shabbat, the middle of the Amidah, is praise for Shabbat and prayers for connection to God and gratitude. On Shabbat, we don't ask for anything because we already have everything we could possibly need. That's the mindset of Shabbat. No one, rich or poor, is supposed to handle money on Shabbat. Everyone is equal, and on Shabbat can be seen so. The 10 utterances say that all members of the household must rest. No one and no animals shall do any work. Even your servants must rest as you do. That enables everyone to see that all social distinctions don't exist for one day. At the deepest level, all are equal. Rabbi Held notes that the first creation story ends, God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy because on it God ceased from all the work God had created to do. Asher bara Elohim la'asot. The last word, la'asot, might be considered superfluous, means to make or to do. Yet it has been interpreted as meaning the work God left for us, for humanity to do. We taste the world to come on Shabbat and re-enter this world during the week to bring it into existence. Dibarti.